What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update, fourth stimulus check update, and daily news. I got my, you probably can't see it. I got to go up my not Democrat, not Republican, but entrepreneur shirt on. Again, I seen a lot of your comments in the last video that says you love that shirt. Where did I get it? I got this shirt a few years ago, but I did check and you can buy them on Amazon. They have several different versions of this. In fact, I seen somebody else in the comments say that they have the same shirt, Democrat, not Republican, and then they had on the third line, realist actually there instead of entrepreneur. I thought that was interesting. I might have to get one of those shirts as well, but you can buy them on Amazon. I think they were like 15 or 20 bucks, and there's several different versions of it if you want one. Because man, I've seen a lot of you guys asking for one, but yeah, that's me. I don't really always agree with Republicans. I don't really always agree with Democrats. Sometimes I agree with one side or the other. Whenever I say that, I always get somebody saying, "I knew he was a Republican," or "I knew he was a Democrat." And the reality of it is, it's just I'm not on either side, because honestly, I think that a lot of the sides, they play games a lot of times, and there's things I agree with, things I don't agree with from each particular side. So I know some guys are real far Republican, some guys are real far Democrat, and I just really don't see things that way. I'm much more down the middle, and I just like to reason with whether or not I think what the proposal is from either side is a good thing or a bad thing. If I was in the Senate, I'd probably be voting. I don't know. I feel like it'd be hard to get to win a Senate seat or a House seat if you're a real independent, like not a Democrat saying you're an independent like Bernie Sanders. I mean, we all know Bernie Sanders is a Democrat. He says he's an independent, but let's be realistic. I don't think Bernie Sanders has ever voted on the Republican side. So it's hard to be a true independent and probably get elected. Good thing is that I'm not trying to get elected. So I'm just here bringing you guys the latest information about the upcoming round of stimulus and everything related, vaccines, and whatever the hot news is for the day. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on the upcoming rounds of stimulus, as there is several different provisions on the horizon for the next round, the fourth round of stimulus. Tomorrow will be a big day for a lot of people on Social Security, as tomorrow is April 7th, which is the official deposit day for direct deposits and direct express deposits for Social Security. Millions and millions of people will get it tomorrow for the people who haven't gotten it early. I've also seen a lot of comments from you guys down below in the comments that are saying that you got your Social Security deposit today. Today, yes. So congratulations on that. As we've learned a new trick over the last few days, if you're still trying to check the IRS Get My Payment tool, and this will be a good trick to know for the future, the next round of stimulus, is that you may have to, when you're entering your information, is change your address the way it's said. I've seen some people say that they had to change it to their P.O. box and then it registered. I don't know if your stimulus checks go to your P.O. box. I seen a couple comments that say put your address in all capitals or all lowercase. And the real important trick there is to see if you have a letter from the IRS or the most recent communications you got from them, and see how they spelled your address. If they put drive, DRIVE, instead of DR, if your your street is a drive or an avenue, spell it the exact same way that the IRS spells it for the IRS Get My Payment tool. That's a new little trick we've learned over the last few days. That will be important for the next stimulus check too, because a lot of people are getting like status unavailable or not enough information or wrong information. There's several different statuses you can get. And the reason might be is that your address doesn't match the IRS letter for letter with the IRS Get My Payment tool. And I had a lot of comments here over the last 24 hours saying, yeah, they changed the way they worded their address, or they put it in all capitals, or they went and got a statement from the IRS. And now the IRS Get My Payment tool is showing them information. So that's awesome. That's a good little trick we learned for the next stimulus check around too, because we won't have so many people saying that their thing says their status is status unavailable or status unknown, more information needed. That might solve it for, who knows, maybe 50% of the people. So don't forget to hit the like button for me, and let's jump right in. Over the last couple days, the emergence of the two words called vaccine passports is becoming a national concern for many people. Even people that are for vaccines or may have gotten their vaccine are concerned about vaccine passports because of your privacy and being forced to possibly show a vaccine passport to travel or to enter a stadium or to enter who knows what this could be becoming in the future. I'm trying not to take sides on this, but I'm trying to bring you guys the information. And what we're really seeing right now is a very divided country. And honestly, I can't really determine which way it's going to go. In the last couple days, we've seen New York adopt the nation's first vaccine passport with Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's a Democrat. Republicans are swiftly going against that. Democrats are swiftly going, at least some of them are going for it. It's weird how this is a partisan issue, but New York has debuted their first vaccine passport system called the Excelsior system. And just in the last, today actually, Texas Governor Greg Abbott has issued a executive order prohibiting vaccine passports in the state of Texas. This is exactly the same as we've seen Florida Governor Ron DeSantis also issue a president or not a presidential executive order, but a statewide executive order for. So Florida and Texas have now banned vaccine passports, which is basically an identification to enter into anything, travel, restaurants, businesses, sports stadiums, anything along this lines. Republican governors Texas and Florida have banned this. New York governor has adopted this. So it's interesting to see where this is going. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that this will become a thing in the future? Do you think it will get adopted? Are you for it? Are you against it? So far, the White House is taking a safe route, and staying out of it, and not. Well, here's what they have to say.
The government is not now, nor will we be supporting a system that requires Americans to carry a credential. There will be no federal vaccinations database and no federal mandate requiring everyone to obtain a single vaccination credential. As these tools are being considered by the private and nonprofit sectors, our interest is very simple from the federal government, which is Americans' privacy and rights should be protected, and so that these systems are not used against people unfairly.
So really, I guess the White House is doing more than staying out of it. They're actually saying that no, they're not going to adopt this type of system for the federal government. So it'll be interesting to see if that maintains in the future and what will happen with vaccines and schools. We have Rutgers University that is already mandating vaccines for to go to college for Rutgers University, which is the first college, and we'll have to see if school children will be forced to take the vaccine to go to school. As you know, all 50 states require multiple different vaccines for school children to go through kindergarten through grade 12 schools. And we'll have to see if coronavirus vaccine will become one of those mandatory vaccines. The EU, the European Union, is, I can't even believe this. They're actually expecting herd immunity by the end of June. So, literally, we'll call it 3 months away from now. They're expecting herd immunity. That is insane to me. As you can see here, the European Commission says that most member states will have a sufficient coronavirus vaccine supply to reach herd immunity by the end of June, according to a memo circulated to national delegations in Brussels and viewed by Bloomberg News. The forecast, however, hangs on the assumption that approximately 70 million AstraZeneca vaccines will be distributed this quarter. This vaccine is under scrutiny following reports of blood clots among some recipients of the shot. The European Union's drug regulator said on Tuesday, according to Bloomberg, that its risk assessment committee is still looking into the possible side effects of the vaccine. The World Health Organization, however, on March 12th announced that there is no indication of a link between the vaccine and reported blood clots. However, if Europe can get to herd immunity anywhere near the end of June would be absolutely amazing, which would mean that you could at least put the virus out of sight, out of mind, hopefully sometime in the future, and then just work on the economic recovery. And hopefully, we see the same thing for the US possibly this year. The IRS says that 1.3 billion in tax refunds will go to the Treasury if unclaimed by May 17th. Unclaimed tax returns worth over $1.3 billion await more than 1.3 million Americans who didn't file their 2017 federal taxes, according to the IRS. But taxpayers have just over a month to claim them. These taxpayers may be missing out on a median amount of $865 from their 2017 refund. Filers generally have 3 years to claim their refund. After that window closes, the money goes to the IRS Treasury. The money goes to the U.S. Treasury. Quote, the IRS wants to help taxpayers who are due refunds but haven't filed their 2017 tax returns yet, IRS Commissioner Chuck Rettig said. Time is running out for these taxpayers. There's only a 3-year window to claim these refunds, and the window closes on May 17th. We want to help these people get their refunds, but they will need to quickly file a 2017 tax return. Also, the IRS has switched gears and have, as I tell you guys, sometimes these things change. On the $10,200 unemployment tax break from the third stimulus check package, now the IRS is saying that an amended return may be needed to get the full refund on $10,200 unemployment tax break. Some taxpayers who collected unemployment benefits in 2020 and filed their returns in the early days of the tax season may have to file an amended return to get their maximum refund. This is different than what the IRS said a week or two ago that they would automatically issue these. That will be the case if a new tax break on up to $10,000 of unemployment benefits makes them newly eligible for income dependent tax breaks like the Earned Income Tax Credit. The IRS is automatically recalculating and refunding money to Americans who filed their tax returns without claiming the new tax break on the unemployment benefits for last year. Also, they could do this tax benefit break for unemployment money in 2021 in one of the upcoming stimulus packages. However, taxpayers will have to file an amended tax return in some cases to get their maximum refund. This situation applies to people who, thanks to eligible unemployment tax break, become newly eligible for other federal tax credits and deductions that weren't claimed on the initial tax returns, according to the IRS. The tax break may make some households eligible for additional tax breaks that they hadn't qualified for based on their income when they originally filed their taxes. That's because the tax break technically excludes benefits from a taxpayer's income, thereby reducing the income on which you pay tax. So you might qualify for additional tax breaks, such as the Earned Income Tax Credit. I have a recent video on the Earned Income Tax Credit where you can actually receive a $6,600 tax refund due to this earned income tax credits. I'll link you to that video at the end of this video. Now that tomorrow, hopefully many of you, the vast majority of us, receive the third stimulus check who haven't gotten it. Social Security is expected to, the vast majority of people receive their deposits tomorrow. If you're waiting for a check in the mail or in the a debit card in the mail, well, obviously you could still be waiting, and a lot of VA people will be waiting. But I think about 90% plus of general people from that are getting the stimulus check will have their check by tomorrow if they haven't gotten it already. I think about by tomorrow we'll have about 90% of people covered, which leaves the next question, will there be a fourth stimulus check? How much will it be? Well, number one, we have almost near 100. I don't know the exact number because there's so many different articles and you have to kind of add them up. But it's near around 100 different Democrats from the House and the Senate that are pushing for a stimulus check to be added into the next package. And honestly, the most common proposal, we have two different proposals that are actually monthly stimulus checks until the pandemic is over or until the pandemic is 1 year past the pandemic. We have this one for $2,000 monthly stimulus checks as proposed by Senator Ed Markey and Elizabeth Warren to be included in this next package. And then we have the other one from Michigan Representative Rashida Tlaib and Representative Jayapal that is for a one-time $2,000 stimulus check and then $1,000 recurring stimulus payments for not until the year pandemic ends, but until 1 year past the pandemic is over. The smallest amount I'm seeing for proposals from Democrats is $2,000. So I think kind of at the least case scenario, we will likely see $2,000 stimulus check as proposed by the Democrats in the next package if we don't get the monthly stimulus checks as being proposed by all these different Democrats. The Senate parliamentarian ruled yesterday that yes, the Democrats can pass two more packages this year and then really another one for next year with the reconciliation process, which is how they passed the third stimulus check package. So the Democrats can pass two more bills or two more packages, infrastructure and stimulus packages this year. They don't have to wait till October or wait till next year or anything along those lines. The Senate parliamentarian has already ruled that they can pass two more packages this year, and they can include any type of stimulus that they want in them. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new upcoming updates on the fourth round of stimulus. After subscribing, click the bell icon to all notifications to get reminder notifications when we go live with new videos so you don't miss out on them. This video talks about new Medicare proposals and dental and hearing aids and new provisions that could be in Medicare and also expanded to new people. Click that video if you haven't yet, or this video, which goes over how you can get a $6,000 earned income tax credit from a tax break as well. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video at 11 p.m. Eastern Time.